Learning a new language, it's so much more than just memorizing words, right? It's like finding a key that unlocks entire cultures, totally new ways of thinking, and honestly, just genuine connections with people. It's a journey to the heart of a place you're passionate about, and today we're going to take a look at a map for that journey.
I think almost all of us have had that dream at some point. Maybe for you, it's ordering a coffee in a little Parisian cafe, or finally chatting with your family in their native tongue. Or maybe it's just navigating the buzzing streets of Tokyo. It's such a powerful, exciting thought. But then reality hits.
Because let's be real, if it were easy, we'd all be multilingual, wouldn't we? For so many of us, that dream just kind of stays a dream because the path to actually getting fluent feels like it's full of roadblocks. And look, if you've tried and struggled, you are definitely not alone. It turns out there are some very common, very real challenges that pretty much every single language learner runs into. Do any of these sound familiar? That feeling of worrying about your accent? Or how words seem to go in one ear and right out the other? And oh my gosh, the thought of having a real conversation can be terrifying. Then you've got the grammar rules and just, trying to train your ear to even understand what people are saying. These are the big walls we all hit. So the big question is, how do you get over those walls? Well, the source material we're diving into today lays out a specific method that's designed to tackle each of these hurdles head-on, with a really structured, systematic approach. Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting, because this slide creates a direct roadmap. So are you worried about speaking? There's a tool for that, letting you practice in a totally stress-free zone. Can't quite get the pronunciation right? Well, the voice recognition gives you instant feedback. Forgetting vocabulary, it uses these fun activities with smart algorithms that actually figure out your weak spots and get you to practice them right when you're about to forget. It's a whole framework designed to just systematically break down those learning barriers we were just talking about. This right here is a really big deal. Learning a language isn't something you do for a week and then you're done. The whole idea here is that your learning tool should be a long-term companion, ready for you whether you come back in a month, a year, or even a decade from now. And you get all the future updates included, for free. And this is so important. Learning Japanese is not the same as learning Spanish. So this method completely avoids a one-size-fits-all, cookie-cutter template. Each course is built from the ground up to tackle the unique challenges and cultural details of that specific language. But of course, a method is only as good as its results, right? So what do the people who are actually using it have to say? Well, first off, the scale is just massive. We're talking about a community of over 2 million members. That's a platform that has been tested again and again and again by a huge number of people. And this chart just lays out the response perfectly. If you look at over 5,000 reviews, you can see that a whopping 92% of users gave it either a 4 or a 5-star rating. That is an overwhelmingly positive thumbs up from a very, very large group of people. And when you dig into those reviews, you find comments just like this one from Liam. He points out that it's not just about the words, but about understanding the culture behind them, the customs, the way of life. And really, that's where the real connection happens. Vegard's experience with Rocket Chinese really speaks to that tailored approach we saw earlier. For a language with a completely different writing system, having specific tools like video guides for characters is absolutely essential. It's not a generic lesson, it's a specific solution for a very specific challenge. And Lorena's quote kind of grounds this whole thing in the real world. She uses it as a daily tool to practice and improve her English while she's already living in an English-speaking country. Because the goal, at the end of the day, is real-life communication. So where does all of this lead? Let's take a step back and look at the ultimate goal. When you strip everything else away, what are we really truly trying to achieve by learning a new language? It's about this. It's moving past just memorizing grammar rules and actually understanding how to connect with people. It's knowing the proper way to say hello, appreciating the food, taking part in holidays. That is what true fluency feels like. And that right there is the key takeaway from all of this. The entire process, all the drills, the lessons, the practice, it's all designed to get you to this one point: total immersion in a brand new way of seeing and experiencing the world. So that really just leaves one final question to think about. With the right tools and a clear path forward, what new world is out there just waiting for you?